this is a hard transition for so many, not just me who lost my husband, the love of my life, and then I lost my camper van with his ashes in it and everything in that. But it's just also just a weird time in the world right now and in this country. And I went off of social media in the forms of, I'm no longer on Instagram, I'm no longer on Facebook. So there's my son's barn. We're still working on it. We need to insulate it. I need to start making an income again. And that's kind of something that's really scary is my husband was just always, it was just easy. He would go do a job, put a floor down or put a roof on or something. And I don't know, I haven't had to worry about money for so long, and we lived very simple. I'm not into owning a lot of things, but I do want to make enough so I can still travel. That's important to me. And I want to have enough in my savings where if anything goes wrong with my truck, I can take it right in. Like I blew a tire one day and I was, that took a big chunk because I actually needed all 4 tires. Because living out where I live, our roads are actually they're pretty rough roads to get out here. This isn't, like where I live right now, this isn't for everyone, especially the way we're doing it. I'm doing it off grid. Now, granted, I live in mine and my husband's travel trailer, so I have a water tank and a bathroom and a kitchen. But we still haul water or get it hauled out to us. I have to pick up propane, and we don't have solar yet, so we're using generators right now, and we're just waiting to hopefully get solar. And when the van caught fire, I had a lot of my money in there, so a lot of my savings was in my van, thinking it's safer to have it in cash. Well, not if your van catches on fire. And when I ran away from the van, I left everything. I took my dogs. And my dogs are safe. But left my phone, my purse, everything. So I ended up with nothing after that. It's a thing I'm still processing. So here is, I think, where I'm going to be moving my trailer. So we were making a road up to our place where we live, which is up the hill. This was going to be part of that road, and then we couldn't get up these rocks over here. So I have this whole area right here that it's not flat, but I can get my trailer over here, and then I can have all this space here. I don't know if we can see it's really pretty. As I show you dead trees. There's a lot of dead trees. We have a lot of these, orange flowers. And there's a bee. We have really nice, all the flowers that have come up, because they didn't come up our first year that we were here. And this was like a drier winter. It was really weird. So it's not super flat. Like where I'm at right now is pretty flat. This isn't real flat, but I like it because it's actually further away from my son's barn, further away from my mom's barn, and I isolate myself. Not always like in a bad way, but I do prefer to just have my own space. And that's a lot of the traveling that we did too, is just John and I, and he was very even tempered. He never Like, we never fought. He never got angry or anything. He was so easy to live with. I, on the other hand, was not easy to live with because I have a temper. I have little issues. And he was a champ for dealing with me all those years. I don't know how he did it or why he did it, but we were in love and he dealt with me. So I think this will be a pretty cool place to bring the trailer, but it is a beautiful area. Of course, my daughter lives in the Pacific Northwest. That is a beautiful area, but there's no buying 20 acres out there right now, and not for the amount that we bought this for. And that is one thing, is there's a lot of property out here, northern Arizona, high desert areas, where you get, I think we paid, let's see, $35,000, and it's owner carry, so we're just paying the owner. We didn't, like, there wasn't even a credit check or anything. I don't know if those kind of deals are still there. We've owned the property for going on 2 years. We've lived out here for just a little over a year. I don't know how many of those deals are out where there's owner carry. I have to watch where I'm going because we do have snakes, and we have these Mojave snakes, Mojave Verde. I don't know. They're green rattlesnakes, and they're apparently more aggressive. And I'm kind of scared of that. So, and of course, classic me, I'm just walking around in Birkenstocks. But I'm just sticking to our driveway and our road and our trail. I'm not going off into the cactus or rocks or anything. This is kind of the lower part of our property right here. It's very peaceful and quiet out here. I want to, there's like, I'll go slow so you don't get sick. Where is it? Is it that? Sun is shining. Oh, I'm right in front of it. There's a lot of these trees, old junipers, that, me being such a Halloween lover, I love these, but I also see them as a fire hazard. So I want to get these cut down. But I mean, there's just hundreds of them on the property. And mainly we have junipers, and then we have pinyon pines out here. And those are the ones we want to get most of the water, the small amount of water we've gotten out here. We want that water to go to the pines. Hopefully, so we get more. Then we have century plants, which are incredible. And then we have little baby century plants coming up right now. And we have some beautiful cactus, different varieties of cacti. So now this part here, see, this is down at the lowest part. And this is like a prairie down here. I love this area, but from what we've heard, we can't really build down here. I would love to be right here because there's just so much space. But there are some washes that go through. And what I think the future that I have for this is to eventually have goats. I would like to have ducks closer to where I live, but that's later. That's after I'm done traveling. I have to have some years of doing some solo traveling. Yeah, right when I say I'm not walking off the road, here I go walking off the road. But I'll look where I'm going. Because I see some cactus with they're like fuchsia flowers. Hopefully I'm getting that okay. Yeah, we have those all over. There's more over there. It's beautiful. I don't think everyone would like this kind of terrain, but I know when I was younger I would have hated it. But I love it. I love it out here. So peaceful. Butterfly. I like to do, I get my water, and usually I put my boots on and I walk out here. I do want to make some trails that, I would love to make a trail that is 2 miles, that when I walk it, I know I've done 2 miles, just so it's something that I'm not just walking all over the, all over the property. Also something I can look out for snakes more. I'm wrecking my sandal. John would say, pick up your feet. Okay, where am I? Oh. When I first moved out here, I would totally get so lost, turned around. I have no sense of direction. John always made fun of me because of that. We'd be headed towards the ocean, and he would ask me what direction we're going, and I would say north. Oh, there's some more cactus. So this is the trail my son made last year. I don't know if you can see it. I have a glare in the phone. He made a really cute trail here. Very natural for how the land goes. And it's really good because you can definitely see what's ahead of you. I should probably clear it out a little bit. We also have these grasses. Can't see. We have these grasses. These were not here last year. Loving them. They're just all over. Look at all these here. Beautiful grasses. If anyone did stay to the end, thank you, and I do sincerely appreciate it. And I'll see you probably in a few days.